Hey there, I'm Roxane Webster.
And I'm Keith Alba, and we're the owners and partners at my home team at Keller Williams Advantage.
And what is this?
This is the Honest Hour,
Keller.
right? This is our no spin video blog on what we see in the Denver real estate market and I guess nationally affecting real estate too. Touch on some of that stuff.
Keith Alba, I have a few numbers for you today.
Ooh.
The numbers that I have, and this is generalized data that goes across the entire multiple listing service, and further, it's data that's produced by only one of the services that does showings. So this is not exact data, but it gives us interesting trending, right, if we generalize it. If we take the entire Denver Metro list across all price points and property types, the average days on market is 31 days, and that's up 19.2%. The other two numbers that are super interesting to me.
Up 31.2% comparing to the same month last year, right?
Up 19.2% year over year for the same month last year. That's exactly right. So now it's up to 31 days. And just for perspective, right? 31 days, the kind of conventional wisdom in our world is that if you have less than, if you've got less than 3 months inventory, right? So if we stop selling another house today, how long would it take to sell every property on the market? If that number is less than 3 months, it's a seller's market, right?
6 months, that number.
Thank you. If it's less than 6 months, it's a seller's market. 6 months is a balanced market. Over 6 months is a buyer's market. So we still, on paper, are very much in a seller's market, but it feels more like a buyer's market because we've been used to having like an average days on market of 14 seconds with fist fights and stuff in the front yard, right? Slight exaggeration. One of these days I'll stop. But that still is, but we have seen, a 20% increase in the time that it takes to market a property year over year is a significant shift in the data, right?
Right.
And that's go ahead.
Over last year, right? If you go back a couple of years and that, it's going to be 100%.
Huge.
More than thousands of percent, right? Because it was, you joked about minutes and whatnot, but it was days, right? The average days on market back in 21 was 3, just long enough to get it through the weekend, collect all the offers that you could, and then pick the highest and best one that's going to net the most amount to the seller. Now it's 31 days. So it's sitting out there a little bit longer. Patience is needed by the sellers that are there. And, it's a good opportunity for buyers.
The other two very interesting data points to me was, again, across the entire Metro list, right? Generalized, all property types, all price points, the average number of showings per listing, all in, are 4.8 showings. So every listing on average is getting 4.8 showings. However, the average number of showings from the time it goes on the market to the time it goes under contract is 11.7. What does that number say to you?
Well, it says as a seller, you need to be getting the buyers that are out there in the market into your property.
That's right.
If it's taking 12, rounded up to 12 showings to get a contract, and it's taking 30 days to get that contract, right? You need to be getting.
And the average listing is only getting 5 showings.
Right. Yeah. You need to get those buyers into your listing and get a lot of them through there. Get over double the amount of average that's there.
Market average. That's exactly right.
Yep.
And that is about price and condition, right? So not only we have to be patient and know that it's going to take a little bit longer to get it sold, right? But we have to put our best foot forward. It needs to show well. It needs to be priced well. so that we are attracting twice as many people through our doors as are being attracted into the average door. That's what that means.
Right. Yeah. And so the positioning of it, like how does if you're the seller, how does your house compare to the others that are out there? Right. We used to say it all the time. It's becoming more true now, but your listing can either be used to sell your neighbor's house, or you can get your neighbor's listing to sell yours. So it's about that comparison. Where is the value? Which one is going to stand out to the buyer best, best looking, and for the value that's there. And that's how you get those bodies through the doors and ultimately end up getting the offer versus your neighbor.
Well, and I am again struck, right, that how much of the real estate industry has only ever worked in a market where pricing a house, getting a house sold, was an environment where if you put that price anywhere within 1 or 2 or 3% of the last sale in the neighborhood, it was going to go under contract in 3 days, right? That is the majority of people who are in the industry right now. That has been the environment in which they've been selling houses, which isn't the same as one where you have to find, how do I get from that 5 showing behavior of buyers to that 12 showing behavior of buyers in an environment that's moving more slowly, right? That takes deep analysis, skill, experience, trending. You know what? Us old dogs are really kind of stepping to the front.
Got a little bit of advantage again, huh? Right? No longer about speed. It's about knowledge and positioning and all the good stuff. So yeah, tap into these domes, right? These knowledge bases here. And
right, these little domes. So thanks for joining us. As always, hit the subscribe button, share this video with anybody, everybody.
Everybody.
And hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like this content. And also, if you're just interested, there is a lot of, I could even say, we are in a world of conflicting information, right? If you've got questions, call people you trust. We'll give you some answers, walk you through some decisions.
In a no-spin environment, right?
In a no-spin environment.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.